The Sega Master System. The challenge will always be there.
Hey folks, Crazy Climber 80 here again, and we're going to look at game number 8 in our 20 from the Sega Master System series, and this is the first sequel to Bubble Bobble. This was a very cutesy game, and it is a very, very, very good port of the arcade game, and this is called Rainbow Islands, also known as Rainbow Islands, the story of Bubble Bobble 2. But this has such cutesy, great music to it, great action. You control the characters from Bubble Bobble, although they're not dinosaurs this time, they're human, and that's their regular form, and they're named Bubby and Bobby. But you can only play as one player, and that's Bubby. But your goal is to reach the end of the stage, and you scroll upwards as you do so, or as you are on your way to the end of the stage. And we are going to go ahead and get started because there's no attract mode. But there are 8 different islands, and there are 4 parts to each island, and then a boss fight. And as you can see, it's very, very, very cutesy. You shoot rainbows by pressing the rainbow button, and you can collect potions that allow you to shoot out more than one rainbow at once, or you can shoot them out very quickly. And you can climb on the rainbows and walk on them, and you do so just by moving onto them, and you'll just start walking across them. And if you have multiple rainbows that you shoot out in front of you, you'll walk over both. And as you're walking on a rainbow, you can cast another rainbow, and you'll ascend on the screen that way. You have a jump button, and if you jump onto a rainbow that you've cast without holding down the jump button, then you'll make them collapse, and they'll take out any enemy below them. That's how you kill enemies, or you can just shoot a rainbow right in their face. Now, notice that at some intervals, you'll come across letters on the left side of the screen, and I reached the end of this part. Like I said, there's four parts to each island, and it'll say before you start World 1, 2, right here. I'm on the second part of the world or island. Depending on how you killed an enemy, you may get a diamond, and that is what that's what that indicator on the left says, R, A, and N. You'll get different colored diamonds, and they will eventually, if you get all the 7 different types of diamonds, the different colors, more glitching. I hate that. That's not the emulator's fault, it's Format Factory's fault, as far as I can tell. But when you collect all 7 colored diamonds, then it'll spell the word rainbow. And when you've spelled the word rainbow, then you will collect a giant diamond after beating the boss. And if you can collect 7 giant diamonds from beating the 7 different worlds, then you will get access to the 8th world. Damn it! It's so annoying! Stop that! Yeah, that's Format Factory. It's a program I use to squish the size of the video, and I have to do that almost every single time because it'll be way too big and I can't edit it in the program that I use. Sorry, that's really annoying, but I can't really help that. I might have to get a different size reduction program or something. You can also collect items. Now, all that glitchiness there, that's supposed to happen. There will be some items that will make all the enemies automatically die, or get hit by something. And the best way to get a diamond is either collapse a rainbow on top of an enemy. See, I've got all the letters except one. The letters correspond to a certain color of diamond. You have the word rainbow, and for each letter in succession, you collect red, orange, yellow, green, indigo, blue, and violet. So it says Roy Gibb, but that will spell out rainbow in that order. You don't have to get the letters in a particular order, or the diamonds in a particular order, or whatever. Just so long as you get them all before you beat a certain island or world. So you want to try to get them in the 4 stages before you face the boss, because there won't be an opportunity to get diamonds during the boss fight. More glitching. But yeah, the best ways to get a diamond from an enemy, you won't usually get them from just throwing a rainbow in their face. You want to drop a rainbow onto them, or collect an item that will kill all enemies with one blow, or enemies within the vicinity, which would be a star or a magic wand. The star is very nice. It explodes and shatters shrapnel like that. And I've collected all the diamonds. There we go. So I just have to beat the boss, and then I will have a giant gem. And you want to collect all 7 giant gems, or whatever, giant diamonds. And then you will be granted access to the 8th island, or 8th world. If you don't, and if you beat the 7th world, then your game will just end and you don't get to face the 8th world. At the end of each stage is a treasure chest, and bonus items will shoot out from it. You might notice a number of bonus items that were in Bubble Bobble. There will be multiple references to Bubble Bobble in this game, especially if you make it to the 8th world, or 8th island, which is basically Bubble Bobble. It's got the enemies from Bubble Bobble, music from Bubble Bobble, but it's got the same platform jumping, scrolling action from this game. There's a star again. But yeah, the star and magic wand, those are very useful in trying to get diamonds from the enemies. I guess there is an item that might give you an extra life, and you get an extra life at certain point intervals. I'm not sure which ones. But we have made it to the first boss, and his name is Spidey. At any boss, if you have double and fast rainbows, the boss is going to be an absolute snap. See, that was pretty easy. And since I had all the diamonds, you get to take the big red diamond, and then you get to choose whether to open one of the treasure boxes, either one, or just talk to the other guy. And the other guy is basically player number 2 from the arcade. He's Bobby. And you get some special item. It's not really that special. You might get a potion which gives you more rainbows or faster rainbows or whatever. But we will now talk to Bobby. And you just talk to a character for a while. When you reach the if you manage to get to the 8th world or island, then you get some more choices at the end. You get a wish granted, and you get your choice of 3 different wishes. The best wish is the final wish, and we'll look at all those a little bit later. I'm not going to do a full playthrough. I'm just going to eventually skip ahead to certain parts. But you'll eventually see a little indicator on the left telling you which diamonds you collected, and if you've collected them all, then you'll get an indicator saying nice. And now we got more glitching. Damn it! Really apologize for this. I did not expect this. Yeah, we're gonna just skip forward to various parts of the remaining stages. There's kind of a semi-theme to a lot of these islands or worlds. Some of these enemies will shoot at you. And here's the second boss, the boss of the second island. His name is Choppy, and he's a helicopter, and he drops little bombs on you. There's a little bit of glitching in this video, apart from the format factory faults. Sometimes the rainbows, you can't tell that they're there, and it looks like I'm standing on thin air. But yeah, the boss fights are generally quite easy. There is sort of a theme to each level. There might be sort of an enchanted theme. There's one world that's like it might have monsters. There's one that's kind of a cool feudal Japan or a Japanese mythology type of world or island. Yeah, these monkeys like to shoot fireballs at you. But each world will have a boss after you complete 4 and reach the top. Some of the stages will have spikes. Whoops, crap. And some of them will have little cannon things that you can actually destroy so that they don't shoot more fireballs or whatever. And there's fireballs, you don't want to touch those, or there's fires. Touch any enemy or any projectile or fire or whatever, and you'll instantly die. Some of the enemies will like shoot out some sort of projectile that will bounce around the screen. It gets really annoying. Some of the enemies will kind of follow you, and some of them will just kind of move around in a certain pattern. And here's what it looks like if you run out of lives. I think you have unlimited continues, but note that there's a diamond indicator for each world that you got all the diamonds on. And now I'm going to show you a level select trick, I think. If you press left, the button 2, then right, up, down, left, right, and 2 at the title screen, you can choose which worlds you want to start on, and you can start on the final world that you would normally have to unlock by pressing, I think it was the 2 button to switch between them. Big diamonds! And there you can take out those 2 cannon things. This is the third boss, and his name is Fangs, and he's a big vampire. And when you beat him, he actually changes, I guess, if you got all the diamonds on this stage, he will change into, I think a girl named Sally? Or some girl that he changes into, or somebody. Maybe it was Bubby. I can't remember for sure. But this world, I think this was the 4th world, has it's kind of a cool mechanic type of theme. There's nuts and bolts, whoops, and spikes. There's nuts and bolts, and there's like pliers and stuff. And that thing on the far right is a cannon. You can block its shots with your rainbows, or you can kill it with your rainbows. Sometimes there's kind of difficult patterns of spikes. They have to carefully plan how you shoot your rainbows to get around them. And this boss is called Robbie, and he's a robot. And he shoots like fist missiles at you. He can pin you in a corner if you're not careful. Don't get pinned in a corner. Yeah, you can drop rainbows down on a boss to deplete their energy. You see their energy meter at the left. And this is World 5. And hey, it's an Arkanoid theme. The Taito classic from 1986. You've got the enemies from Arkanoid in this. Yeah, some of them like to follow you, like those green diamonds. You can't break blocks in this game like in Arkanoid. Lot of prizes to collect. Some of them are just automatically there, and some of them are created when you kill an enemy with a rainbow, or sometimes they'll just appear in certain places where you place a rainbow and knock it down. And if you take too long, the game will say hurry, and eventually the area you're in will start to fill up with water, and if you fall in the water, you die automatically. You can easily fall off your rainbow because you take a big old step when you just tap the move button. But this is the boss, and it is Do from Arkanoid, and he's super easy. Just let 3 projectiles move to a certain place and move away from that place, then turn around and nail him with some rainbows. And there he's dead. Hell of a lot easier than beating him in Arkanoid. And then this is the 6th world. And this is kind of a feudal Japan or mythological Japan theme. One more time, the best way to get diamonds out of enemies is either drop the rainbows on top of them or collect a star. Yeah, the various items that are helpful that you can collect: shoes, they'll make you run faster, a diamond, get all 7 to get a big diamond at the end of a stage, and then have access to the 8th world or island. Food gives you points. This is another boss, and this is Cindy, and she is also known as Pocky from the Super Nintendo game, I think. Pocky and Rocky. I think that's right, but yeah, she makes an appearance in this game. But there is also an orange jar and a red jar, which give you fast rainbows and double rainbows, respectively. A star will explode into fragments that kill enemies. And then a red star is the same, but it has a much wider blast range. A white star will give you 1 up, and here we have a outer space theme. Holy water makes a ring of discs move out and in to kill enemies. A magic wand will make a ring of stars whenever you jump on or knock down a rainbow. Excuse me. A magic fairy will circle you to kill enemies, and a magic ring gives you invincibility. And the boss's names are Spidey, Choppy, Fangs, Robbie, Doe, Cindy or Pocky, King Fossil, and then the last stage has two bosses, Bubble Dragon and Baron von Bubba. And this boss is King Fossil, and it is from Darius. And that was a space shooter from Taito, classic space shooter. Now it looks like the fish is going to pin me in the corner, but its fins won't kill me, surprisingly. I guess in the arcade version there was a way to get this is kind of a bad ending. I mean, you don't get access to the 8th world is all, because I didn't collect all the diamonds in each world. But I guess there is a way in the arcade, if you collect all the colored gems in order from left to right, then you can skip a boss fight. But I don't think that can work in the Sega Master System version. But this version of this port of Rainbow Islands was released for the Sega Master System by Taito in 1993, and I think only for Europe and Brazil, not America, I think. But we're going to use the code that I showed you earlier to get to World 8. Yep, it's Bubble Bobble themed. And I'm just gonna kind of let the cat out of the bag. There will be a port for Bubble Bobble later on in this series, because it's a fantastic port. I just hate that there's glitching sometimes. I cannot help that, I'm sorry. I have to use a size reduction software to shrink the size of the file so that I can work with it in my video editing program. And here is the final boss of the game. There's two bosses. This is Bubble Dragon. Sometimes there's a little bit of slowdown, and that will definitely help you in this game. And yeah, you can drop a whole bunch of rainbows down on the boss and take big chunks out of their energy meter. And I've beaten him, and now I face Baron von Bubba, or maybe it was Skella Monster. I think that's what I remember seeing its name in the arcade. And there I killed him, and now we're going to see the ending where I did not collect all the diamonds. It's a big old treasure pile with Bobby and Bubby there. And the diamond rod will give you 3 wishes. I actually, this is the good end. You would not see this end if you did not collect all the diamonds for each island. And if you use the level select trick, then you will it will act like you collected all the diamonds for all the 7 islands or worlds, because you got access to the 8th island. So you will get the good ending if you beat it after using the level select trick. But yeah, you will get to choose from your wishes, and we'll see all the wishes being made. And for the best ending, select the last wish, friendship. So there's fame, cute girlfriend, and friendship. We'll start with fame. You want to be famous, don't you? Abracadabra. Excuse me, sorry, I'm having a Coke. A new president has been elected. His name is Bubby. He was someone unknown before. Suddenly he's famous. Thank goodness, but is everything okay? What that means is you could have gotten the best ending. so we'll look at that eventually. And now we'll look at my choice for a cute girlfriend. I like these endings, they make me laugh. There's all of a sudden this news flash on TV about reflecting your choice. Cutie Cutie, the famous singer, has announced her engagement. Her fiancé is Bubby. I like this game a lot. This is terrific. I'd never heard of this back in the day for, shoot, even arcade. I'd never heard of it until way, way, way later. Now we'll select the best ending, friendship. I promised Sally that I will help her grandfather. Okay, I will help those people. They must be in the next dungeon. And you change these captured people back into human and set them free. By the power of the diamond rod Bobby was holding up, the villagers have all been... Wish has been granted. Now you just have to run quickly. This island is sinking because my magic power is gone. Thank you, Diamond Rod. And then everybody swims to safety. Bubby and Bobby are just assuming everybody knows how to swim or is not going to get eaten by a shark or has some sort of driftwood to cling to. Grandpa, Bubby and Bobby, you saved all of us on this island. Thank you so much. No, I didn't do anything special. Old man, are you by any chance Sally's lover? Oh, Grandpa. Okay, sorry. Anyway, this is the good ending for Rainbow Islands. I have a lump in my throat. Like, come on, everybody, let's toss them back into the water. Oh, just up in the air. Oh my goodness. Yokels. Hooray, you made it. So yeah, to get the best ending, you need to collect all 7 colored diamonds in the first 7 worlds or islands. And then you get to play the 8th one. Boy, it's almost dark and they're still throwing them up in the air. Aren't their arms tired? Jeez. Well, that is Rainbow Islands, also known as Rainbow Islands, the story of Bubble Bobble. Or maybe it was the story of Bubble Bobble 2. The original arcade game was created by Taito in 1987, and this port was released by Taito in 1993 for the Sega Master System. I think only in Brazil and Europe. And then you have to press button 2, I think, to go back to the title screen. But that was game number 8 in our 20 from the Sega Master System series, Rainbow Islands, created by Taito for the Sega Master System in 1993. This is Crazy Clown Ray saying thanks for watching game number 8, Rainbow Islands, and I hope to see you soon with game number 7. Hope you had a great weekend, folks, and I will see you later. Bye-bye, everybody.